I have always had Old Times in my mind as a potential play for Shakespeare theater. Harold Pinter is a towering playwright of the 20th century, and even his name has become a word, Pinteresque. And language is of primary importance to Harold Pinter, and he uses the English language in extraordinary and different and magical ways. And I truly believe he belongs in a classical theater whose basis and biggest concern is language. Old Times is truly one of Harold Pinter's masterpieces. One of the things that's at the heart of the play is whether you own another person, whether you know another person, and whether memories are reliable and whether memories can be used as a weapon in some way to create ownership. It's about three people, about a married couple and a woman who comes to visit them, and whether and how and in what combination these people have known each other before is at the heart of why it's called Old Times. But the memories are different, and perhaps different on purpose. They may be just remembering differently what the old times were, or they might be inventing differently what the old times were in order to one-up each other in terms of who's on top. But the play is hugely funny, and it is genuinely full of comic moments that come out of the character and come out of the intentions of the characters. And it's continually surprising. Pinter presents kind of wonderful challenges to directors and actors alike because, first of all, so much is left unsaid on the surface. So you could say in some way that the words are the tip of the iceberg and the sort of seriously dangerous iceberg underneath is not shown on the surface, but it's there. So you have to investigate and invent all of that. And then also there's the rhythm of Pinter, which is very specific, and he also tells you where the pauses are. Now, he was very fond of saying this is a one pause, this is a two pause, this is a three pause. But, you know, you can't do that. The actor has to know why they stop or what the thought is. And that's fun, and you have to do that here. So the challenge, though, is to somehow create the logic that's underneath the words. But then, you know, I think you have to do that in all plays. I have to do that with Shakespeare. The words are the words, but you have to decide why that word is there in Shakespeare. At least for me, you always have to say, why is it to be or not to be rather than to live and not to live? Why is it be? And is be different than live? And if it is, which it should be, then what's the difference? And why is it that there? So why does somebody make the mistake and call their friend a casserole in this play rather than a friend? Why was that? And what were they thinking? So I think some of the same things you use with all great language you have to do with this play. So I am very excited about going into rehearsal with Old Times.